Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They want to run this quarterback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Peoples. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Looking for space. It's Peoples. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Inside the 30. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
All right, the offense wanted a 1st down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a 4th down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going for it.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. We are the eyeball fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds Zach Breeze, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Durham. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of
turning on the Jets. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's Anderson. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Quick screen to the speedster line. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Big fullback's got it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start. Let everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayin. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 40. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And that's a live ball. Bounced right back to them. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's inside the 10. Racing down the left side. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And, man, that is crushing to a defense. You force the 4th down. You know they're going to run the football. You bring guys near the line of scrimmage, and you can't get him to the ground. Not only does he get the 1st down, he gets a huge chunk after that. This defense is definitely going to be deflated.
Trying to pound their way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll sneak it. Sneak gets it done.
Really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of... The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Pulls it in. It's Durham. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. LSU right back to the line. Going for the marker on the ground. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by 11 over Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Donaldson. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
can't get him to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Offense again, you want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires to the tight end. Tripped up for the tackle.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers, and they make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
To throw, it's Sayed. The screen, he can go. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds his tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drop.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
The Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, 1st down and more. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Peoples. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Well, give it to him again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Game of the day, guys. Pretty much game of the season to date in college football. 1 versus 2. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but There are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this colossal 1 versus 2 showdown.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for room. It's Durham. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wide open spaces. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. It's a seam wide open. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare against this guy. Stepping up to help this defense on third down. He leaves it with his back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They punted away on fourth down. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above.